Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm basically going to be showing you guys every product that I own in like the face category. I'm organizing my makeup all over again. So because I got new products, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started, and we're gonna kind of just go over what I've already placed in here. So the first thing that I have is this Fenty Beauty cream blush. This is the Cheeks Out Freestyle cream blush, and it's in the shade Strawberry Drip, and it's just like a really pretty coral color. And then I got some new Melt blushes that you guys will see in a haul very soon. If not, well, the haul should be up before this video. So you guys already saw the shades that I got. I got Body, which is like this pretty hot pink shade. And then I got Honey Thief, which is more of like that very light peach shade. And then I have Cali Dream, which Cali Dream and Honey Thief look very similar really to each other. Like in the pan, you can't really tell much of a difference. If anything, Honey Thief is just more pink than Cali Dream. Honey Thief is more pink while Cali Dream is more peachy. And then last but not least, I got the blush light in the shade Nevermore. And I apologize for like the really bad lighting. You might not see the shades really nicely, but like I said, I'm just kind of going over the products in here. So yeah, I have those 4 blushes inside here, and then I have 2 of the ColourPop blushes. One is in Meteorite, and it's just like this really pretty kind of bronzy blush. And then I have Interstellar, which is like a more pinkier blush, and this one's my personal favorite. I really love how it looks. And I also have this Luminous Silk Compact Blusher from Nope Cosmetics, and this is in Desert Rose. It's just like a very nice peachy shade. I got it in a BoxyCharm. I don't like the bulky packaging, but I really do like this shade inside. And next we have some Anastasia blush trios, as well as a Mary Luminizer. So I have this one from the Bomb Cosmetics. This is the Mary Luminizer. If you're looking for like a very nice, really pretty, just kind of like champagne highlight that's not too intense, I would recommend this one. And then we have the Pretty Vulgar Make Them Blush Prim Vixen. This is just like a... This is in this shade Prim Vixen, but it's just like a very pretty hot pink shade. I was going to get rid of this one, but I'm still kind of contemplating it because I don't have a blush like this in my collection already. I may have one already in like one of these blush trios, but I gotta look again. So this is the blush trio in Berry Adore. These are from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love these blushes. I think you can find them at TJ Maxx for like 10 bucks. And then this is the Pink Passion, which is just like a very pretty array of really pretty pink shades. We have Pool Party, which is my personal favorite, and it looks super freaking beat up because I freaking love this blush trio. You might not see it, but it's like really powdery all over because I always reach for this one. This is my favorite one. And then I have Peachy Love, which is my second favorite. I don't go into it as much, but I definitely like it. For when I'm looking for like an orangier blush, I definitely like this one. And then we have Cocktail Party, which again, like a really intense kind of more peachy coral shade, and then like a light pink and more of like a bronzy shade actually. But I'm sure it looks really nice if you're light-handed with it. So I'm going to organize them kind of in the way that I use them. I think I would reach for Pink Passion, the third one. Pool Party is my favorite one, so I'm going to put that one first. And then Berry Adore is going to be all the way in the back, but that's the second little tier. Well, the second little square that I have here. And then all the way in the back, I have this one that I just purchased from Ulta Beauty. This is from Juvia's Place, and this is the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3 highlighter. And it's a very pretty champagne highlight. It's very intense. It has more of like a creamy formula. It's very, very creamy. So I feel like it's going to be, like, you have to be really light-handed with creamier blushes because creamy to powder formula can just go on very thick on the skin. Then we have this Persona Cali Glow highlighter in Zuma, and this is like the, I think they have a lighter one and then this one, but Zuma personally is a little bit too dark sometimes on my own skin, so I have to use it when I'm a little bit darker. So but I really like the formula of Persona Cosmetics. I also have my favorite highlighter ever, and this is from Resi. This, I know a lot of people get backups of this highlighter, but I honestly feel like I've used it over and over again and I've never hit pan. But I really do, like, you know, in the future if they do bring it back, I probably would get another one. And then we have this Essence Pure Nude highlighter in the shade Be My Highlight. It's just a very subtle highlight. Sorry if I didn't show you guys, but it's a very subtle highlight. It's like very champagne, very natural. If you're looking for just like a second skin highlight, something that's like barely there but you can still notice it, I would recommend this one. Then we have this e.l.f. white gold. It doesn't even have a name for it. It's just a highlighter from them in the shade white gold. It's a very pretty highlight. It's not going to swatch very well, but on the skin it's actually really pretty and I love it. I tried it out the other day and I actually really like how it looked. And then this one is from Maybelline. This is the Master Chrome Molten Gold. This one for me is a little bit too dark, but I really do like the formula. I just have to pick up a lighter shade. Like, this is very intimidating. If you're like a light to fair skin tone, I would not recommend it. If you're more medium and you tan very easily, then yeah, this would look gorgeous on your skin. And of course, if you're like a deeper complexion. But for me, I'm quite fair sometimes, so this just looks way too dark on my skin. And then I have this Milk Cosmetics Morningstar highlight. So this one is very nice. It's just like a white kind of goldy toned highlight. And then I have Genesis, which is more of a blush. I could totally put it with my blushes, but I wanted to keep it with the highlighters. But yeah, it's more of like a blusher kind of highlight. Over here I have like bronzers and stuff, but I'm gonna go really quickly into this middle section that's like my highlighter stuff. And this is, I don't know why it has foundation on it, but this is the I Heart Revolution Bronze and Glow. So yeah, this is what it looks like. It's very powdery because I tend to use this actually very often. I really like the bronzer shade and I like the highlighter shade inside of it. I would highly recommend it, and it smells like chocolate. So yeah, I'm a big fan of their little like palettes. And then this is the Rose Gold Glow, and this one has two highlighters. One's more pinky and one's more champagne gold. Then we have the Chocolate Elixir Glow, and this one has a more pink kind of rose gold highlight and then a more champagne highlight. And then we have this one from Sleek Makeup. This is their highlighting palette. This one's very gorgeous. It has 3 highlights that are like super intense, and then this one right here is a cream. So yeah, that's very nice for anyone that's like looking for something to have everything. And then this is the Nikkie Tutorials Highlighting Trio from Ofra Cosmetics. I picked it up during their 21 Days of Beauty. I believe this one was on sale, and I actually really am a fan of the shades that she picked out. It's the shade Space Baby, Glaze, Donut, and Glow Goals. Alright, so those are it for that. I do have some foundations I'm going to put right here. The one that I have is the Fenty Beauty. This is their Filter Pro Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation. Now, I want to try the hydrating foundation, but I told myself I'll get it once I finish this one, because like I have way too many foundations and I don't like having, personally I just don't like having a lot of foundations. So and then I have this from CoverGirl, and this is the True Blend Matte Made Foundation. It's a comfort matte, it's transfer resistant. I'm finishing this one up because again, they're more matte. I have dry skin, so. And then I have this one from Dose of Colors. It's the Meet Your Hue Foundation. I just showed it to you guys in a video. I'll leave it linked up. But yeah, these are 3. And then I have these 2, which are stick foundations. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and give these away. I don't really like how they look on my skin. I would have to use like a very hydrating like formula, but I might just like keep them, just like get rid of them already. And then I have this is the hyaluronic tinted moisturizer from ColourPop. It's in the from Pretty Fresh collection. I heard really good things. This shade is a little bit too light, but I picked one up that was way too deep for me, so I'm just gonna keep using that one. Okay, and then I have another matte foundation from Juvia's Place. This one is in the Velvety Matte Foundation. Then I have these two from ColourPop. I have one in light 50, I have one in medium 50, and I love these. Like, they're so freaking nice. This is like one of my favorite foundation. It is more matte, but I really do like how it applies and the pump, and it's just like my favorite. I love ColourPop foundations. And then this is the Dermablend liquid multi-use liquid pigments. I have mine in the shade 35W, and I actually really like this shade. So I keep these mainly in the back. I'm going to push these kind of forward, and hopefully there's enough space for these. And I also have this IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC cream, and this is one of my favorite ever. Like, I love this one. I have mine in the shade light medium, and I just got it because it has SPF, and I hope it like matches my personal skin tone. I think it's going to be perfectly fine. I think the sample that I tried was light, and I got the shade light medium, but I really do like the coverage of this one, so I think if I just put them in like that, they'll be perfectly fine. But I also have this one. This is the Wet n Wild Translucent Photo Focus Setting Powder. I don't know, I actually think I saw Daisy Marquez use this and she really liked it, so that's when I picked it up. I have like a couple other things that aren't in here. I have the Wet n Wild Loose Highlighting Powder, and this one is in the shade, it says right here, I'm So Lit. That's one of them. And then I also have the Hustle and Glow powder, and I don't even know where to put these. I guess I can put them like right here because like there's literally no space for anything else. Then I have the Milani Romantic Rose powder blush, and this one is so pretty. It's like one of the blushes that got me into blush. Like, I really do like this the shade of it. And then I also have the Milani Bakes blush, and this one is in Luminoso, and this is what that one looks like. It's like a very like peachy, like subtle blush. So another blush I got recently, I have it still in its package, but this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Diffused Heat. This is like a very light pink shade. I have to try it out on my actual skin before I can determine if it's like going to work for me or not, because it just looks very light. But yeah, I kind of have these like already kind of mixed up. And then I have these, which is the Cover FX Glitter Drops, and I have the shade Nova, and this one did come in, I believe, a BoxyCharm, and it's very intense, very champagne-y gold. It's very pretty though. I really like the shade of it. And then I also got this Iconic London Illuminator, and it's in the shade Original. And then we have this Milani Translucent Light to Medium, and that's just like the powder I've been using right now. But I have to use up so many products because, like, as you guys can see, this is just like getting filled already. And then I also have this primer. That's one that I've been reaching for, and this is the Juno & Co. Moonshine Miracle Cream. If I'm not using this primer, then I'm reaching for the Banana Primer from Ole Henriksen. So again, I have another powder over here. This is the Beauty Bakery Flower Better Not Bitter powder in the shade Translucent. And then I have all of my concealers and stuff. So I do have some from Joseph Colors. I have a lighter one to highlight with and a darker one to contour with. I have this Revolution Supersize Conceal and Define. I have some from ColourPop. I have my Wet n Wild contour stick, which honestly, well, I was very surprised that I wanted to get the Fenty Beauty cream bronzer because I like this one so much. It's just like a very nice shade to have. Like, I don't know, it's in the shade Maple and I really enjoy that one already. And then I have the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I think I have like 2 of these. Like, no, let's just go ahead and dump them out so I can see. But yeah, I think I have 2 of these and I'm actually gonna think of like getting rid of them because they're very drying on my skin. I have 4 of the ColourPop No Filter concealers, and these are some that I want to use up because there's no point in me having 4. I think I have light 10, light 10, light 18, light 16, and medium 20. So yeah, a mess, girl. Then I have the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I like this one better. I have the Tarte Shape Tape. I have more of these from Milani because I really like their Conceal and Perfect concealers. They're some of my favorites. And then I have this one from Too Faced. This is the multi-use sculpting concealer. That one's cool. I have the different color ones. Like I said, I have the Makeup Revolution. I have these from BH Cosmetics. I think I have like 3 different ones. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these 2 because like I never reach for them. I don't even know why I bought them. And then I have the LA Girl Pro concealers. I have a ton of different freaking shades. Yeah, I don't ever reach for these concealers. So I have this Wet n Wild contour stick, and I actually really do like it. The shade is a little bit more lighter and cool toned, but I really do like their contour sticks that they have. I mean, they're some of my favorite. I've repurchased so many. I also got this Makeup Revolution Fast Base foundation stick, and I got a very dark shade because I wanted to use it to contour, and it's kind of a mess. You have to be really careful with it. I have another contour stick from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this one's in the shade Fawn. And then I have another Camo Concealer, and then I have, like I said, the Tarte Shape Tape, the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer. This one's nice. And then I have the Pretty Fresh. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of these because, like I said, there's like literally no point in keeping so many. And alright, so now that we're gotten a little bit rid of some products, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the bronzers. So this one is the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. It's brand new. I haven't gotten a chance to play with this one. I have tried out the formula for this particular bronzer, but this one, it was like a backup. I got it when it was like on sale, or it came in a set that I had. But then I have this NYX matte bronzer, and this one is in the shade medium. It's a bit dark. No, actually, this one's not the dark one. It's a one from BH, but this one I actually really like. It's a little bit too powdery though. Then I have the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and this one's one of my favorites. It has like the new packaging. It gets dirty very easily, but still, nonetheless, it's such a good bronzer. I personally like the matte one. I know that BoxyCharm has like the glittery one, but I just don't like shimmer in my bronzers that much. Like I said, we have the Hourglass Ambient Setting Powder, or Ambient Blush, and then we have the Fenty Beauty Private Island Bronzer. This one's just like a very pretty kind of caramel shade, and I really love this bronzer a lot. And then I grabbed one of the cream bronzers while the spring sale was happening at Sephora because I really like her powder bronzer, so I wanted to try out the cream one. And I think they're like about the same size. The cream bronzer is probably just a little bit, no, I think they're about the same size. Alright, so then we have more highlighters. I have 2 from Artist Couture. I have the shade Purple Dream and Illuminati. Purple Dream just has like a nice hollow like graphic like pink shift to it, and then Illuminati is like a very champagne golden highlight. I also have a blush from ColourPop. This one is in the shade called Between the Sheets, and it's a very pretty mauvey kind of terracotta blush. And then I have some of their Super Shock highlighters, and I have the shade Stole the Show. Their Super Shock highlighters are super freaking pretty. They're very nice, and I can't wait to try them on my face. I haven't done so yet. And then I have Smoke and Whistles, and this one's very pretty as well. Just like a more pinkier highlight. Very nice. It looks very deep in the pan, but it's actually really light. And then we have Monster, which has like a holographic shift to it. I really like this one as well. It's very subtle, but I feel like it's still very fun, and I just like the pink shift. It's really cute. And then we have Lunch Money, which is a very nice champagne-y color. This one's also very intense. They kind of look very similar, but Lunch Money is a little bit more subtle to me. And then my favorite one, and I highly recommend this one. This one is called Flexitarian, and I feel like it's so underrated, but it's so stunning. It's the most intense one out of all of them, so that's why it's one of my personal favorites. And then we have these from Wet n Wild. I love the Wet n Wild highlighting powder so much. This one is Golden Flower Crown, which is just like a very pretty golden tone. Precious Petals, of course, is like their best seller. This one's such a freaking pretty highlight. I love this one. And then we have Blossom Glow, and this one's very pretty as well. As you can tell, it's like pretty intense. And then we have Bloom Time, which this one's really freaking nice. It's more of like a rose gold kind of champagne. I just love shades like these a lot, so I'm a big fan of this one. And then we have Royal Calyx, and this one is a little weird. It's purple. It's like a lilac one. It's very subtle though. Has more hard pan than the other ones. And then we have Botanic Dream, and this one's like a really pretty pink highlight. And then the oddest one I have is Diamond Lily. This one's a silver one, but I just always like having like unique shades in my collection for when I want to get really creative or just have that already in hand. So yeah, those are the ones I have. And then I have two bronzers from Wet n Wild. One is in the shade What Shady Beaches, and it's a little bit darker, as you guys can tell. It's very deep. And then we have Sunset Striptease, which is a little bit lighter. I have to do like swatches of these because I don't feel like Sunset Striptease is going to look very nice on my skin tone. So yeah, I definitely like this one better. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter the other one. I'll just keep this one for right now. And then we have the I Love Sarai X Dose of Colors highlighter. This one is in the shade Soulmate, and it looks very deep in the pan, but it's actually like a really nice, like kind of like champagne. As you guys can see, it's that highlighter right there. It's a very pretty highlight. So let's see, I think we can fit the Persona one over here, and with that being done, I can fit the Hourglass blush over here in this corner. So I'm gonna put my bronzers back over here. I kind of just organize them by which ones I use the most, or like which ones just like fit better. And yeah, I tend to reach for the Too Faced one the most. That's like my favorite one. And I can add this Milani blush right there. For powder, I think I'm just gonna stick my girls right here, and then I don't know what to do about these. Like, I just wish they had made them more little. Like, they're very big. Like, their packaging is just kind of big. It's kind of overwhelming. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the drawer. I'm gonna take out like the bigger ones so you guys can see like an overview of like what's left. So let me go ahead and do that. This is what it looks like in the drawer. I would turn on my ring light, but I don't think it's connected, so you guys can like see it a bit better. But this is like pretty much everything that I had organized. We put like the foundations, the tinted moisturizer, all the blushes. These are mixture of highlighter, blushes, highlighters, bronzers, and stuff like that. And then I can finally fit my concealers a little bit better over here. And I decided to put my cream highlighters in the one with my concealers. That way I like reach for them more. I like to keep my Wet n Wild translucent powder like right here in this little corner, right underneath of the Juno & Co Miracle Primer, because like I said, that's technically what I always reach for, that primer. The other primers I have in another drawer because this drawer is a little bit too small for that. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and move this over the foundation. I'm just gonna go ahead and put my powders, I guess I'll put them right here for right now. It's like on the side of them. The only thing I don't like about doing that is that sometimes when you sit them up like that, like they're just, sometimes if they're not closed right, a lot of product can come out, and that's always kind of annoying. But that's pretty much it for this face drawer. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video where I kind of just like, you know, organize them and kind of declutter with you guys. I decluttered a little bit of product, not too much. I definitely want to get a feel for the products, and if I don't end up using them, then I'll declutter them in a future video. Make sure to give it a like, as well as subscribe to my channel down below and turn on your post notifications so you guys are always up to date on when I upload. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the face drawer. I do have like highlighter palettes and stuff like that, but I will show that in another video. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.